Biggest Loser. My name is Troy Darren Mack Jr. I'm 27 years old. I'm about 6'2", maybe taller, and I'm 400 plus. I'm not sure exactly how much over I am, but I know I'm over 400. I'm about to go to Detroit and just take a look at where I live and where I used to live. And unfortunately, I can't take you to my job, to my place of work, because due to security reasons and lack of support, I feel like they will not stand behind me if I do something like this. So I'm kind of making a bold move and deciding to just do a complete overhaul, including a career change. So I'm running here and grab the Ripper energy drinks that I drink every morning, every day pretty much. I'll be right back. Every day on my ride to work, and when I get to work, I usually have 2, maybe even 3 of these. Let me read some of the stuff in it real quick. This Ripper energy drink. It's 130 calories, 33 grams of sugar, and it's 2 servings per container, and I drink about, like I said, 2 to 3 of these a day. 16-ounce cans. Okay, right now we're riding through some parts of Detroit. We're on Auto Drive. It just came off I-94. I'm taking you all to my old neighborhood. This is actually a better part, you know, connected. It's just a little bit outside of where I kind of grew up at. But you'll notice the change as we go. The scenery is gonna really surprise you as far as how different it becomes as we get into some of the streets. This is just where I grew up at. There's not much of a memory that's left there's not much left other than memories, but from my blocks and houses that we lived in. But I guess a memory is better than nothing. This is parts of my old neighborhood right here. Like I said, you know, abandoned houses, vacant lots. There's another one. For the most part, if people do live towards some of the abandoned lots or whatever, they try to take care of them the best they can. So we're about to go on my block now, which is right around the corner. Yeah, probably see a real difference here too. So as we make our way, Flanders is the name of the street. I used to live off Gratiot in Flanders, and when we first moved over here, this block was occupied by every house you see on this block. It was not one vacant house on this block, and now there's several, and there are a few that's torn down. I'm gonna pull up now in front of my old house. I'm not getting out, but I'm gonna pull up. To the left here, this is my old house. I used to live here, probably lived here through all of high school. And actually, across the street, we stayed in the gray house before we lived in this house. And you can see neither one of these houses are being occupied. You know, both of them are out of commission. We knew the people that stayed pretty much in all the surrounding houses were occupied, and now it's nothing. You know, nothing left. And actually, it's kind of a safety hazard to still have these houses open with nobody doing anything to them. And right up the street was a big part of my weight gain or whatever. I'll pull up here because there's a Little Caesars, a Coney Island. This wing place used to be a KFC. There's a Burger King up here. There's a Taco Bell to the right. There's and also a Wendy's to the right, you know, and all in walking distance. And then there's Long John Silver's and the White Castles to the left, which might take a car to get there. But this is pretty much what we had meal-wise. this is much what we had. You know, everything, all the fast food restaurants are like highly accessible. And you know, I was a kid that often had jobs. You know, worked since I was maybe 11 years old. Whatever I could do, I would work. So I got money. I'm not gonna want a bologna sandwich at home. No, I'm gonna come up to Coney Island and get some chili cheese fries. Or I'm gonna go to Little Caesars and get a hot and ready pizza, which is only $5. You know, it's $2 or $3 for the chili cheese fries, $5 for the pizza. You know, I got a meal for cheap. You know. And same thing with Burger King, just cheap food at, you know, highly available. Everything is available. All right, folks. Most of these little stuff people don't even come to anymore. So it's another grocery store coming up here. It's still functional, but I don't recall them having any health food sections in there. You know, you can get a good pack of bacon, but you can't get a decent salad out of it. Okay. Right now we on 6 Mile or McNichol Street. I'm basically brought you to the average Detroit park. When you're coming up as a kid, park is a place for you to get active, run around and swinging and, you know, slides, play tag with your friends, which exert a lot of energy and get a good workout going on. But as you can see as we come in here, this is what's left of a park. Now there was swings, slides, lots of stuff for people to do here, but now it's just a big fenced off or gated off empty lot, you know. And a lot of the active stuff that we have as a kid is closed down. We don't have recreational centers that we can just go to run around and play basketball, play with our friends. Most of the time all we can do is go in front of the house, because would you send your kid just to an open grassy field with nothing in it? That's asking for trouble in neighborhoods, you know, where I'm from or whatever. And it's just adding to the obesity, man. I was not able to, you know, when I was younger, we went to parks, but not as much as we probably should have. You know, so most of the time it just meant sitting in front of a TV, watching TV all day. And that's what kids do now because they have nothing to do anything with. This is it. And then you go to most parks, if it have anything in it, it's probably not safe for the kids to play on it. We showed you my old neighborhood with all the vacant lots and vacant houses. Would you let your kids go out and walk past 20 vacant houses to go to a park that was out? It's just unsafe, you know? Alright. Now, I'm not able to actually show you the meals that I actually eat throughout the day, but I can talk about them in detail, and I'll work my way back. You know, a typical dinner on any given day of the week. Well, one, I got combinations of food that I like together. If I want a hamburger, I'll go to Coney Island and get a double bacon cheeseburger deluxe, which consists of, and then I'll add chili cheese on the fries, and it'll be a double hamburger with bacon on and cheese, of course. Also from Coney Island, I usually eat corned beef, the bread toasted in butter on rye with Swiss cheese on it, and also order a chili cheese fries, and then maybe sometimes a 12-piece wingding snack. This deep fried chicken or whatever. That's pretty much all I order from places like that. You know, on a given day from McDonald's, I'll order 2 to 3 double cheeseburgers along with a large fry and a 10-piece nugget. That's pretty much my dinners. I really don't eat to too many other places. If I go to KFC, it's 10 whole wings that I'll eat, probably in one sitting, most likely in one sitting. For lunch, usually it's Burger King, which may be a Whopper meal, or KFC, which is maybe a boneless chicken breast meal with potato wedges and mashed potatoes. And then breakfast, I'll have, you know, 2 sausage, egg, and cheese link sandwiches from the diner behind us, or 2 sausage, egg, and cheese croissants from Burger King, or that's pretty much it. Or I'll do a deluxe breakfast from the diner behind us, which is 2 sausages, 2 bacons, a piece of ham, scrambled eggs, hash browns, and wheat toast. And I'll wash that down with one of my energy drinks as I'm eating that. Also, I'll order an all-meat omelet, which is the sausage, bacon, and the ham, and an omelet, along with hash browns and another Rip It energy drink. And on some days, I'll eat, you know, I'll do a big breakfast, a big lunch, and a big dinner. I know it's unhealthy for me, but I know I'm paying attention to that now. So that's typically the food I eat on because it's accessible. You know, it's hard. I don't like a lot of foods, but the foods I do like, you know, I eat a lot of them. So that's that. That basically. Unfortunately, I can't add my family. None of them still wants to be on camera. They feel like the footage is going to get used for some alien experiments or something. I'm not sure. So they won't do it. But they have allowed me to take pictures. And they said they won't charge me that much for the pictures. So we'll see. You know, I'll add the pictures in with the link for this. Basically, what we're about to do, I have a father. He's actually, I forgot. He's 45, and he is, I think he weighs more than I do. I know he's over 400 pounds. My mother is 51, and she's around 350 plus. I have 3 little sisters that my parents adopted. 2 of them are twins. They're 9 years old, and their older sister is 11. She'll be 11 in January, and I have a biological sister who is 26 years old, and she is about 350 plus. I also have a brother. He's 24 years old, and I think he's around $120 soaking wet. You know, so out of everybody, you know, 3 little sisters and my little brother, they're all in good shape as far as, you know, health reason goes. Right now, we're riding past my high school. They're doing like some renovations on it, which actually looks pretty good. You can see some people out playing baseball. They added a nice little fence to it. It's kind of secure. We're gonna ride around back where the track is and where the football field is. See if we can get onto it or whatever. I'm gonna try to go all the way around. Not today. Maybe another time. Yeah, man. I came out here once, tried for a football team actually. Did one day. That's all I got. I just did one day. It should be cool by park right now. This is uncomfortable. This is what I feel like when I got with all the weight on me. I'm in prison, trapped by my size, my unhealthiness. Hold on, wait, I don't want to get stuck for real. I don't know, in high school I spent a lot of time out here watching people run. Track actually looks a lot better than it did back then too. I did try to run around it once, full speed for a class assignment. I failed. No, I failed. But other than that, you know, I think one thing that'll be good for me is to, after I cut down a little bit, is to get out here and attack this track and own and get some of my dignity back. It's me and you, track. Me and you. Just coming to mind, I can think of one thing. I remember just this past year, me and a friend of mine went out to Miami, and the seats that we got were next to the security door. And when I got on, actually this was coming back from Miami. When we were coming back, we had a connecting flight from Miami to Atlanta out of Fort Lauderdale, and the plane dropped us off at gate E. We needed to be at gate B. So we're ripping and running. We had no idea how big this airport was. Had no idea at all. And we're literally running through this airport, and I'm out of breath and I'm tired, and finally we get all the way to B, and next thing you know, we're 20 gates down. So now that strikes another run. And I remember running, I had to keep stopping, and I had a light jog going, and my friend of mine was speed walking, and he had just dusted me off the map, you know, like, because I stopped a few times. He just took care of me, and the seats that we had were in a security door. So I finally made it. They waited a few minutes. I finally made it down there, and I go to sit down, and the armrest doesn't lift up, and I can't fit in the seats. Well, it was a pilot there who was just taking a flight back. I heard him say the comment, "I've never seen anybody who can't fit in these seats before." And ultimately, I ended up getting my own role, so I kind of benefited from it. But at the same time, though, it's kind of like a wake-up call. You know, if you got a pilot who fly every day and has multiple number of thousands of passengers a week, say that you can't fit into the seat on that plane. You know, that's and then I hear stories of people all the time, like, if you weigh so much, you should buy 2 seats. I can't afford 2 seats. I mean, it would be nice and comfortable, but you know, this weight definitely affects my decisions as far as traveling goes. So, now we're wrapping up, basically. I showed you a little bit of my world. It's not all bad, you know. I'll still find a way to make a good time. I'm a good guy, so we just basically now I'm gonna just basically wrap it up a little bit. I'm gonna try to take out this flight of steps, but basically this is like every day. Oh, I did feel like. Hold on 1 second. All right, that's one of the problems I have to. Sometimes I look at the steps and get dizzy, and then you look down at them and then you realize you gotta go the other way. But it's cool though. But basically that's me. You know, I know it was a little bit serious, but we still find a way to make it. You know, if I'm a pretty good guy, you know, I don't do wrong to people, and I'm always looking for the best in people. So that's me.